Since the slope of a line determines the direction of the line, it is not surprising that we can recognize that two lines are parallel or perpendicular by looking at their slopes. And we have the following relation. Two lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. That is, m2 is equal to m1. Two lines are perpendicular if and only if one slope is the opposite reciprocal of the other slope. That is, m2 is the opposite of 1 over m1. Another way to write this is m1 times m2 is negative 1. To find the slope of a line, if we know an equation for that line, we write the equation in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So we have to solve for y. Then the coefficient of x is the slope of the line. Let's illustrate this with the examples on page 24. Question 1. What is the slope of the line 2x minus 3y is 7? We have to solve for y. So we move 2x to the right hand side by subtracting 2x from both sides. And next we divide both sides by negative 3. We split both terms and simplify. The coefficient of x is 2 over 3. So the slope of the line 2x minus 3y is 7 is 2 over 3. Question 2. Find an equation of the line that goes through the point 2, negative 3 and is parallel to the line y is equal to negative 4x plus 7. First, we need to find the slope m of our line. Note that the line y is equal to negative 4x plus 7 has slope negative 4, the coefficient of x. Since our line is parallel to the line y is equal to negative 4x plus 7, we get that our line also has slope m is equal to negative 4. Now that we have a slope and a point, we can use the point-slope form. Y minus y1 is m times x minus x1. So y minus negative 3 is negative 4 times x minus 2. We FOIL out any parentheses. We move the 3 to the right hand side by subtracting 3 from both sides. And that is our answer. Y is negative 4x plus 5. Question 3. Find an equation of the line that goes through the point negative 12, 4 and is perpendicular to the line 3x plus 4y is 5. First, we need to find the slope of our line. Since our line is perpendicular to the line 3x plus 4y is 5, we get that m is the opposite reciprocal of the slope of the line 3x plus 4y is 5. To find the slope of the line 3x plus 4y is equal to 5, we solve for y. We subtract 3x from both sides and divide both sides by 4. Next we split and rewrite it as y is 5 over 4 minus 3 over 4 times x. So the coefficient of x is negative 3 over 4. So the slope of the line 3x plus 4y equals 5 is negative 3 over 4. Hence the slope of our line is the opposite reciprocal of negative 3 over 4. Negative 1 divided by negative 3 over 4. Simplifying, we find 4 over 3. Next, we use the point-slope form. We have a point and we have the slope. Y minus y1 is the slope times x minus x1. Y minus 4 is 4 over 3 times x minus negative 12. First we simplify, and next we FOIL out. Simplifying one more time, And finally, adding 4 to both sides, we find y is 4 over 3x plus 20, which is the final answer. Question 4. Find an equation of the line that goes through the point -1, 2 and is perpendicular to the line y is equal to 5. Since y is equal to 5 can be written as y is 0 times x plus 5, we see that the slope of the line y is equal to 5 is 0, the coefficient of x. Since our line is perpendicular to the line y is equal to 5, we get that the slope of our line is the opposite reciprocal of 0, which is undefined. So there seems something is wrong. Going back to the line y is equal to 5, we recognize that this is a horizontal line. Since our line is perpendicular to the line y is equal to 5, a horizontal line, we get that our line is vertical. So we need to use the special form for vertical lines, which is x is equal to a constant. So we get as a final answer x is equal to -1.